Good afternoon, Toastmaster Day, Mr. President, and fellow Toastmasters. Communication can be fun and occasionally frustrating. Do you all agree on this?
Yes.
So it's like you agree that always fun or... So let me tell you my experience, for me, there are like lots of conversations happen in recent time where, it didn't went well, or at least whatever I planned. So I got a very interesting topic, and while I was preparing for this, my next pathway, and I'll have to understand what are the different types of communication style and which one suits me or which one I prefer. And that reminds me basically because down the line in past few years, my superiors have been telling me, Amitabh, you need to improve, you need to work on your communication styles. I've started looking into that. So basically, per Toastmaster pathway, there are 4 different styles. The first one is analytical, direct, initiative, and supportive. From these words, I know most of you can understand what does mean, right? But then I thought, oh wait, I know what does this means. I know how to communicate directly. I know how to provide the precise and concrete information when I am supposed to be an analytical communicator. I can be supportive. I always nice with the people while I'm talking. And then I'm initiative as well. I initiate few things by myself. So now the problem is still where I'm lacking. Why my communication still is not good? Where do I need to improve myself? After going through with this, then I realized, oh wait, even though I know how to communicate in these 4 different ways, I don't know the people whom I'm going to communicate with. And if I don't understand whom I'm communicating with, and if I'm not prepared accordingly, might be my communication will not go well. So the thing is that we do communicate with many people day by day with the same simple goal, to feel valued and understood. Sometimes when you try to talk to different people, no matter how much you will try, they might will not understand what you're trying to say. And that is kind of very frustrating. And that happened to me multiple times. So coming back to this different 4 types. So if we'll start analytical, what does mean analytical? Analytical means precise and logical. The next one is direct. Direct means you need to be very straightforward, right to the point. You're not going to build up a story, you just tell what happened, how it happened. The next one is initiative, where you are taking some initiative, you are maybe coming up some better solutions, something better which might will help others. And at the end is supportive. Supportive means you are very calm, steady, you understand the situation and you act accordingly. So just to explain this thing, and my main intention that how you can improve better, where I'm still trying to learn, but what I have learned or what I have understood so far from my superiors, from my colleagues, maybe I'll give you the situation and I will try to differentiate between these different styles based on the audience or the situation. So I'm part of network operations team, and we do work on different incidents where there's a kind of production environment and all. So when there's some issue happens, right? And say you have started working on some incident, right? So what you do, you bring everyone on the call who is relevant to that incident, be it the user who is impacted or the support group. What you do first thing, you start understanding what are the chronicle of events. You start collecting the statistics. You start understanding events and logs. You create the complete timestamp with the exact proof when what happened. And based on that, it just you tells the people that okay, this is what happened. So basically in analytical communication, you are telling the person, okay, this is what happened, this is the data, and this is how we are going to work on this. Now coming to and this you do with your colleague or peer or the person who are trying to work with that. Now when you'll do the direct communication, so say your issue is fixed now, and now you'll have to provide an update to your management. That time you maybe not give, you just try to narrow down your thing. You just need to be very precise, right to the point. What happened? Where are we? Is something outstanding or issue is closed? We are good to proceed further. Next comes the initiative. Initiative is a very important thing. Like I said, when the incident happened, you learn lots of things. Something is missed, something you have learned, something you need to document. You need to improvise yourself and your team so that next time if that same thing happens, you are in a much better situation to deal with those things. What you do, you start preparing some kind of documentation. You bring on the people, pass on the message, and say that, okay guys, this is what we have learned. This is how we are going to do that thing, and let's start do better in our future incident. Lastly, it comes to the supportive. Very important part. So you are part of a team, right? And you are communicating with multiple people in your team. You need to appreciate the people who have assisted you. You need to appreciate who gave you a session. So you need to say, hey guys, well done, good work, I'm very proud of you. Parallelly, you just need to tell them what were the gap or what were the learnings, how they can improve, how they can improvise in future. So at the end, in all these different types, the most important thing is that how you are going to communicate with the person depending on his situation or what he is expecting. So the whole conclusion is that you have to learn all these different styles, be it direct, analytical, initiative or supportive, to ensure that the person whom you are communicating with, they feel valued, they feel understood. I think what Maya Angelou said is the best. At the end of the day, people don't remember what you said, what you did. They always remember how you made them feel. Thank you.
Thank you.